Hello guys, this is Vikrant Joshi and I'm going to tell you about Renew Age, which is the repair skills app. So when you go back and look at World War II, that was a generation where they faced a lot of shortages. This was in terms of clothing as well as shoes. And people like John had to make, do and mend, which was a movement where they ensured that all the clothes, their lives extended as much as possible. Now, in the modern era, people like Fatima are trying to look at online tutorials to try to increase the lives of their clothes so that they can spend less on them and also be more sustainable. But when Fatima actually does that, she faces a lot of challenges. There are multiple videos causing an instruction overload. There's a lack of hands-on guidance because the people teaching them are YouTubers, not experts. There's also high failure rates because the YouTubers want you to watch their video as long as possible, not for you to get the things right. And there's also attention diversion because you can just get sucked into the algorithm. And of course, repairing matters because tons of reusable clothes just end up in landfills. Then these clothes are replaced by other clothes which cost a lot of money. And also 210 million tons of CO2 are emitted just to create these clothes. So what we have decided to build is an app which has concise hands-on tutorials. These tutorials are going to be taught by elderly tradespeople who had that experience of the make, do and mend program. The tutorials that we are going to be served to them, they are going to be audio controlled step-by-step tutorials because if you have something in your hand and it's just there, we don't want you to take your hands off and then play. It's also going to be extremely unbiased. There are going to be multiple videos to solve just one problem so that depending on what you have available, you can just make up the solution and then solve your problem. Our business model is going to be a freemium model. There are going to be some free basic tutorials, but there are also going to be some paid tutorials. The paid version also has repair kits and live mentorship sessions for additional advantage. We'll also look at our market differently. Instead of looking at community repair cafes as a competitor, we'll look at it as a collaborator and try to conduct a lot of repair workshops, also do sustainable brand sponsorships and ethical affiliate partnerships. To acquire our target customer, we'll be focusing on specific acquisition channels. We'll do paid advertising, targeting youngsters on Instagram and TikTok. We'll target their favorite sustainable influencers through influencer marketing, and we'll also do a referral and ambassador program. We'll also do content and podcast integration by creating our own bespoke podcast where we invite sustainable guests. And once we have 5 million downloads, we'll have a lot of impact. We will save 22.5 million pounds annually, 6,000 metric tons of CO2 emissions will also be avoided, and 10,000 tons of waste will be recycled. While doing this, we will be addressing specific SDGs, which is responsible consumption and production, quality education, and sustainable communities. So to stand out in the market, we have a product roadmap. First year, we launch our app. In the second year, we'll be providing some upcycling kits. In the third year, we'll gamify the repair experience so every single user will know the impact that they are causing and how much money they are actually saving in their wallet. Then the next year, we'll build a global repairing community which will have some challenges so that everybody is thoroughly engaged. And lastly, in 2030, we'll be counting down to 10,000 tons of waste recycled. To build this app, we have put together a team of 3 individuals. First is Mir, whose 2 similar apps have gained over 100,000 followers. We have Janvi, who has made about 500 content pieces. And finally, it's me, who has increased team size from 2 and ideation stage to 25 for a completely bootstrapped startup. So let's unite multiple generations and try to solve the problem and work towards a sustainable